Grand Risings YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again to channel the messages that's sent to me, through me, and for me to share. And remember, not every message that comes through is going to be a message for everyone. But there's definitely a message here for someone. You're just needing to take the messages that resonates and leave the rest for those that the message will resonate with. So this is message or chapter 19. Message, I'm going to title this 5.1. The previous message got cut at around 22 minutes. So I'm literally just uploaded that message and jumping straight into this message. Nothing happens for no reason, you know. I was kind of guided to, normally I would do calling in all stars, but for some reason, as I was channeling at some point today, I was hearing calling in the skeptical, the non-believers, those who don't believe that everything happens for a reason, you know. In this energy of going back to part 1, message 1 of chapter 19, the horseman came through, and it's with every cloud there's a silver lining. And in this case, and in the energy of this message, the card underneath all of this and behind the energy of this elephant is the destroyer. So there's a blessing to be had in regards to the disaster that we've had, you know, and been affected by globally, mainly for those that's in Jamaica. And again, like I said in my previous messages, condolence to those that's lost any loved ones. So I'm gonna, in regards to the energy of this message, the angel number I've got is 414, which I will read, but I'm kind of scared to read the star seed energy first. And this is in the energy of the Lyrons, for those that may resonate. So you are wholeheartedly a starseed, a divine child of the cosmos, with your home stretching far beyond the confines of your planet, your four walls. I'm kind of guided to also say, we have observed you all closely, even in your darkest cycles, knowing we were limited with a hands-off approach to your evolution. This hands-off approach was initiated through the galactic star councils, for it was clear through experience that liberation is always permanent when a species unlocks the potential through activating their soul gifts themselves. This path of non-intervention, although challenging, resulted in an illuminated thread of teachers remaining intact on Earth, holding down a torch of illuminated consciousness, even in the darkest periods for your species. This has advanced into a large field of light, held in the essence of each of you, all in the Starseed Collective. And I'm going to pause there and say, going back to message 5, chapter 19, I was mentioning in regards to Jamaica being the land of roots and culture. You know, they have a massive influence over the world, you know, in regards to the vibrations that they carry in their music, you know, in their dance, in their food, in the way how they talk, you know, in everything that they do. They hold an influence. So what's taking place right now in regards to this energy of Hurricane Melissa, it's a kind of a blessing in disguise type energy. And again, it's not making up for what's happened. But the vibration that I saw literally the day after throughout YouTube and TikTok and other social medias of dancing sounds being played, you know, this is when you know, when power and stuff was still available, there was still energy. and that energy was used to uplift the people for them to get through these times. I'm listening on the news that they've gone days without food and water. These are the necessary things, and only by the grace of the Most High are they able to get through that. And I'm hearing, don't forget the ancestors. So when you see them dancing and playing their dominoes on all of this is to raise a vibration, giving thanks for life. Once you have breath, you have life. I'm picking up on this energy of unity. United we stand, divided we fall type energy. I'm going to continue to read. So when starseeds begin to incarnate on any planet, specifically in high numbers like this time on Earth, it often serves as the precursor that a society is about to enter into a galactic awareness and awaken culture. Through this understanding, know that you have been placed here as a part of a grand starseed mission, sent here to transform the entire plane of existence through the vibration frequency that is you. The card of the starseed arrives when you are carrying revolutionary ideas, hold an empowered vision, and have a self-expression that is needed for this current moment of this collective. You have been embedded into this reality to serve a grand purpose through your authentic soul calling, and it is time to activate your full potential now. Honor these star codes within yourself and grant yourself the ability to fully be yourself without limitation. Through this allowance of full of authenticity, the seeds of the star begins to sprout within, growing into high dimensional fruit for all future generations to receive. And again, card number 41, which is this energy of peaceful resolution. This card reads, through the precious journey on earth, the human incarnate goes through many sorts of relationships to teach them soul lessons via interaction. These relationships of all kind offer deep pools of wisdom designed to trigger certain reactions, responses, or gifts as instructed through our higher selves. The peaceful reunion card is presented when loved ones from your past are seeking to commune with you in this moment. Is there an individual from your past that you may have had a fallout with or have not spoken to in a long time? The arrival of this card might indicate that a time of peaceful reunion is approaching, and a proper closure or a new beginning might be on the horizon. Perhaps there is an old friend, teacher, family member, or even an ex-lover, whomever it might be. Know that in this time, this universe, this plane, planets that crosses and don't see each other for light years, once again crossing this time, this dance of existence. If you feel it might be inappropriate to connect in the physical reality with this certain individual, this card can indicate for you to engage with them from the soul level instead. Reach out through prayer or soulful communication, and share any words from the heart for this for this message to be received. An alternative meaning of this card can indicate that now is a good time to connect with social groups or give gratitude to beings who've helped you on your journey. And in addition to that card, I also want to read the card that came through of intentions, because there's an intention in all things, good, the bad, and the ugly. There's a lesson to be had, and there's also a blessing. So betrayal, heartbreak, and bewilderment, going back to message 5 of chapter 19. I was speaking about Mother Earth feeling heartbroken about how humanity is in this current moment. That was never the intention and the purpose of mankind, of the human race, of humanity, you know. There's no peace on earth. This type of energy of how can you bring peace to where there's no peace? Something needs to change, is the energy I was picking up on. So betrayal, heartbreak, and bewilderment follow the choices we allow others to make for us, or that we make for ourselves without clarity, deliberation, and conscious intentions towards what we most value. When we prioritize what is the greatest meaning and the significance to us with conviction and integrity, we successfully cultivate an internal state of abundant positivity, worthiness, and standards that our external lives eventually mirror back to us. This card signifies a time to clarify your priorities that uncover your core values. Any choices, clashes with these priorities, whether conscious or not, are where you give away your power. There are instances where someone or something else is in control, unless you can reframe it to work according to the beautiful visions you have for your life. The future guardian supports you in getting in and out of the situation or dynamic and reclaiming your power and your autonomy. To know and to own your value, your values, your plans, and your non-negotiables is essential. And I'm going to pause here for a minute, because going back to the message that I put out, which would be message 4, in regards to this energy, I was picking up on this energy of regulations, new orders. You know, I almost kind of want picking up on this energy of giving with one hand and taking back with the next, in regards to the bigger picture, the overall, the result, the finished. You know, be mindful of certain contracts that you may be signing at this time, is the kind of energy I'm picking up on, because at the bottom of all of this, neither in the reverse nor the upright, is this devil energy. I go into this energy in my write-up. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, it honors the pure source in both yourself and others to consistently act within transparency regarding your objectives. Examine the main aspects of your life, or what you wish were part of the main aspects of your life. Perhaps it's helpful to visualize your life as a pizza, and each slice is an aspect of it. Name each aspect of your life, such as intimate relationships, career, spirituality, study, family, friends, health, home, passions, leisures, or travel. Write down your long-term vision for each aspect. If there is no long-term vision, simply make notes on what consists you. That slice of your life at that present moment, at this present time, or would constitute it if it were present. Note whether you are functioning from a place of fear or love, positively or confidence, passively or confidently, confusion or purpose, lack or abundance for each. A helpful question for eliminating or illuminating this is, what is my motivation and reason for doing or not doing X, Y, or Z in this way? Highlight the aspect coming from a place of love. Cross out what is misaligned with your intention. Put a square shape around what does not light you up. Draw a heart shape around what makes you afraid. Write about what is significant and worth further inquiry about your results. When you are ready, You are encouraged to pay attention to the heart shapes around the fears. That is where your focus, unpacking the appropriate course of action. Hold the key to transforming your life. An additional exercise for further clarification is to consider the following concept. We create the external life that we internally are living. Then journal the implications this has had for you currently and could have for you if things were to significantly change from within. The Guardian message to this card of intentions which came through in part 1, which is behind here in this energy of the main male's triggers, in this energy of rest and rejuvenation, in this energy of a broken foundation, this energy of not feeling very stable right now. The question that this masculine is asking, and not only is this masculine asking, I feel like this is direct messages from the ethers coming from the core, Mother Earth, Father Universe. And the question that's asked here is, if I had cherished you more, would we have made it? Not only do I feel like this is an individual question that you may be asking yourself, or the person that you're connected to may be asking themselves, or a group that you're connected to, a community, a family, however this message may be resonating. For me, I'm seeing this as a global message also, you know, in this energy of Mother Earth Universe, this energy of kindness and weakness. But it says to live with intention is to live deliberately. Being the master of yourself yields great power, purpose, and responsibility. Self-sovereignty is your divine right and not to be given away or compromised. Because what's waiting to be birthed is within this hatch, is within the hatch of the golden egg. And this is a message from Spirit going into the animal spirit deck. And the card reads, message at the center of the heart, the unstruck sound. Center of this message, heart of the matter, is this Queen of Swords in the upright. Within the golden egg lives a precious sound. Deep within that sound resides a message. The sound cannot be heard, nor the message discerned until we retreat from the noise of the modern day life. The magical essence of the golden egg needs warmth, quiet, and a time to unfold. No rushing, pushing, or grasping. Find a place of deep and restful ease, perhaps through yoga or meditation. If you do not yet have a meditation practice, take some time for introspection or contemplation. When the mind begins to settle and the breath is calm, ask the question that weighs heaviest on your heart. Staying open to any response you hear, engaging with the energy of the golden egg, is an advanced practice. It requires becoming intimate with our very essence and comfortable with vulnerability. When a feeling or tenderness or gratitude arises from deep within you, know that you are well on your way. Your chest may swell like you are seeing an old friend that's been away for a long time. Listen to the message they've been waiting to tell you. The subtle essence of the golden egg is nested within the heart chakra, center at the fourth chakra, is the home of self or soul. And bringing the mind into this center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said that our inner guide sits there in deep meditation, waiting for us to connect, to translate as the unstuck sound. You know, they say that your heart is the gate to your soul. I'm picking up on this blockage energy, and I'm picking up on this energy in the energy of the King of Cups, which I began channeling as I was starting to write this channeled message. Briefly going back into message 5, I was channeling the energy of the magician. As it is above, so it is below. As it is within, so it is without. So a man speaketh, so it is in his heart and in his mind, was the energies that I was picking up on. I'm just needing to find where I was. Yeah. So, the King of Cups is in the reverse, in the energy of the Queen of Cups, also in the reverse. In this energy of the Queen of Swords, in the energy of severing ties. Their wishes, their wish fulfillment hasn't been met. No success, no passion, no resolution. Trapped in this energy of nostalgia, in this past. The King and Queen of Cups may share a child here. I was also picking up on the energy of pregnancy. Leo energy, with the Strength card being here also in the reverse. I see emotional fulfillment here, which I feel like I'm going to focus on, which was also at the bottom of the deck of message 4, which was the final card. Which came through in this energy of beauty, which was card number 13. I see the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Swords. This is someone I feel looking in on you, in this question energy of, is this person status, married, single, or in a partnership? You know, I'm picking up on this energy of separation. As I was channeling these two cards, I showed these both in the previous message, but I'm now also seeing this energy. This is the intentions of the divine, Mother Earth, universe, when it comes onto those that's connecting in the energy of the twin flame union. And when I say twin flame union, I'm also talking about your individuality, your authenticity, your uniqueness. That's the card that came through behind all of this. It's going to trigger healing of the heart chakra. Asking yourself questions that you may never have asked yourself before in this state of the Two of Pentacles, this juggling, trying to make things meet, you know? So I'm going to go back to where I was. I see the energy of the Nine of Pentacles, the Swords, this deep thought of whether someone's status is married, single, or in a partnership. Strong financial energy also surrounds this pre-empress's energy. This could be some type of self-employment, you know, some kind of business idea, some kind of financial freedom is an energy I'm picking up on, like pre-plans. I feel like this pre-empress energy is about to make an appearance. Bear in mind, this is before I put the Empress's card in the position of overall energy. She was at the bottom of the deck in the previous message. I will pull her overall energy in this message, but I'm going to continue reading. In this energy of this wife, this baby mum, or this is you. Again, globally, this is somebody of an authority. From out of their energy of their comfort zone. No longer in this energy of feeling heartbreak. More so in this energy of looking at a heartbreak as a breakthrough. There's been some kind of realization, light bulb moment type energy. Picking up on this energy now of the High Priestess. This Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you may also have within your chart, is also in this energy, mirroring energy of the Four of Swords. Not the Eight of Swords, but the Four of Swords. The masculine energy here is within this, the Eight of Swords' energy, neither in the reverse nor the upright. There's some type of realizations coming about. Three swords are in the reverse. You know, a recovery of some kind of heartache and pain surrounding some type of foundation, family, legacy. You know, somebody was here, this masculine energy suffering in this energy of silence, in this energy which you can't see, but the Five of Swords is here. Sneaky, deceptive type energy. But I'm going to continue reading. So as I was channeling this High Priestess, mirroring this energy of being in the Four of Swords, I was kind of tuned into the sword that the High Priestess is lying on, in the energy of the Four of Swords. That's the sword of clarity, the sword of truth. I was picking up on this energy that a High Priestess may have been sitting on some type of knowledge, information, wisdom, you know, some type of enlightenment here with the Hanged Man energy. But now we're speaking out. I'm picking up on this energy of the wrath, feeling the wrath of the Most High type energy. I'm hearing again, do you hear me now? I've been hearing this all day type energy. So I'm going to continue reading. Sitting on this energy of the Ace of Swords. This energy of free, feeling free by the inner knowing of the illumination of this sun energy. Card number 19. The birthing of the golden egg. Going one step further. Again, I just explained that about this High Priestess sitting on some type of truth. But now we're speaking, you know, no longer holding on to some type of hidden truth. As I was clearing the cards, I was reading the energy, you know, there's this kind of symbolic energy message for those I'm connecting with, that you've removed a lot of this heavy weight. Ten of Wands is what I'm envisioning right now. Ten of Swords is what I wanted to say. No longer in the heaviness of it all. Coming to some type of resolution within yourself. So in this energy of confusion, the catalyst to the awakening of this connection, suffering in silence and needing to bring this energy of the Six of Pentacles, this energy of fairness, maybe even possibly finances. In regards to the foundation, the family, the legacy, which may have been left behind. The energy you may, I was picking up on those that maybe have family in Jamaica, and the help and the aid that may be given to them in order to help rebuild, you know, and so forth. Again, like I said in part one, I was literally, as I sat down for maybe about an hour, I was literally just channeling and channeling and channeling. Picking up on this energy of a light bulb moment, of an idea, a movement of how to bring Jamaica back to its original state I'm hearing right now, in the shortest time possible. I'm picking up on this energy here now. Past life, reincarnation energy, light bulb. It is possible that soul recognition is because, for an example, sorry, this is going back to part one. I don't want to confuse the two messages, and I feel like that's why it was split into two. Definitely, if these messages, these chapters resonated, definitely go back to part one. But I said in part one, at the time I was channeling this energy of past life, this unrequited love, this love life energy, I had a light bulb moment, and it's not one that's not come through my channel before. This came through in my chapter 17, where I was picking up on an unfamiliar ancestral energy. What I picked up on in this energy, and this card confirms it for me, the unrequited love, going back to message 5, that there's some type of past life recognition. In a past lifetime, the recognition may well be that you was connected to a masculine or to a feminine energy in your life that wasn't a very good influence or nurturer provided for them in a past lifetime. I hope I'm not confusing anybody here. So there's a reason that you're in connection in this lifetime, and it's in order to heal any karmic cycles that may have taken place in a past lifetime. That's why there's this magnetic pull, this connection, this recognition, because there's a deep inner knowing that there's a healing that's needing to be done in order to break free from any type of karmic cycles. I'm not going to go into it now, but I was picking up on a lot of what had taken place in the 1800s, the messages going as far back into, of the things that was planted within the roots and the grounds of certain Caribbean islands, that these natural disasters, which no man can stop nor can control, is wiping away. In no stone left unturned, in the crevices of where no man can reach type energy. This is Operation Cleanup. Mother Earth, Father Universe. There's no finances, no money, no sneaky, deceptive energy that can roar louder than the power of the Most High, when it's time. Divine timing kept on coming through when I was pre-shuffling some of these decks. So as I was channeling, loving in these loving unions, so I've just cut out a chunk of what I've written and I just explained it freehand. So going back into now what I was writing. Leaving this union is the energy of the aftermath. The golden egg still needs to hatch. Both are sitting in this energy of this egg. In this, I'm picking up on when you see like when you see two yolks in the egg when you crack it open, and these two eggs that's in there is you and those who you're connecting with. Specifically in regards to this energy, a partnership. But in this energy, you're back to back. That's not making Mother Earth, Father Universe happy, Something's happening. There's some type of acceleration, momentum taking place. Work's going on behind the scenes, the divine timing. There's some type of a realization now, We're both waiting for the other to make the first move. This card here reads, I'm afraid to get close and terrified to lose you, And this card reads, these seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. But things is becoming more clearer, is what I'm picking up on. Is the reason why there's this energy of someone is constantly checking up on you, little gestures in this energy of the Page of Cups. Little gestures, little offers, little signs of care type energy, whilst they're in this energy of the Hermit, going within, realizations, seeking information in regards to spirituality. And behind all of this is also twin flame energy. Is the reason why I'm referring to the twin flame dynamic so much throughout this message, I'm not just picking up on the twin flame dynamic, I'm picking up on soul tribe unions, I'm picking up on global events. I'm also picking up on this energy of yin and yang, masculine and feminine within you, within this energy of this twin flame dynamic. As I was channeling, I kind of had a funny vision as I was writing. So I was picking up on this energy here of you both sitting within this egg, within the foundation, needing this golden egg is needing to be hatched. When I was channeling this energy of the Eight of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Devil card, and over here also is the Strength card. All of these cards are eights, apart from the Devil card, which is in the blockage of this 888 energy. So as I was channeling, I remembered the cards that came out for each main male, main female. And it would be my right would be my masculine energy, but it will be your left, which is your feminine energy. And again, my left is my feminine energy, but it's your right, so it'll be your masculine energy. You know, I'm picking up on, I'm also now hearing cross-watching energy. I'm also picking up on this energy, yin to my yang, yang to my yin, you know, type energy. Continuing to read. Trying to overcome this energy of trying to win at all cost. In this energy of the Strength, which is neither here in the reverse. In this energy of both waiting for the other to make the first move, as I just read out. Manifesting with no hope. Maybe even no finance. Also may have been a factor. Faith with no work is dead, is the energy I was picking up on. But this is this is uncommunicated in this energy of the fifth chakra, which is here in the reverse. But there may be telepathic communication which has been coming throughout these messages. Speaks volumes. You know, this could be in the energy of music, messages in spirit animals, you know, highly intuitive to be able to understand the message of a spirit animal that's come to you. Or you may just look this up. It could be numerology, and you may find messages, additional messages within numerology. Paying attention to the silence within the stillness speaks volumes. Can bring that which is below in this energy of the crocodile to the surface in this energy of being triggered, you know. And to be triggered means that there's healing. That which was laying dormant, causing blockages, seeing what's really behind someone. You may be now seeing what's really behind someone, what's really within someone, who somebody really is. Someone may have been judged too harshly, and the card that just fell out there was the Lovers, which I'm not going to take, I'm just literally still reading. Someone may have been judged too harshly in this energy of sins of a mother, sins of a father. I was picking up on this energy of going back to a message I did of Usher Raymond, you remind me of a girl that I once knew. And I was picking up in that message that you may be reminding a masculine or a feminine of a maternal figure in their life. Somebody who was military style, you know, in this energy of 22. A karmic energy to them in a past life. Seeing what's really behind them, I read that part. There's this mirroring energy again, as I was saying, in regards to trauma wounds without realization. Be mindful of the risks of this connection being based on trauma bonding. In this energy of taking a chance was the card that came through, but it's here in the reverse, you know. So it's either someone's being very mindful of not entering into a partnership traumatized, you know, working on themselves, or someone's just not willing to take a chance because it's in this energy of something may just not be worth the time nor the energy. Is the energy I was picking up on. I see an attempt, a small gesture with the Page of Cups, an offer, maybe an apology, bringing me to the energy of this forgotten masculine and the energy of the Seven of Swords, which came through in message 1 of chapter 19. Or was it message 2? But the Seven of Swords is here behind all of this. You know, someone's wanting to free something from their conscience that they done in this energy of the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a deceptive energy. You know, lying, cheating, stealing. There's something that's not being spoken here in this energy of the fifth chakra being in the reverse. I feel like this masculine, or maybe you, are wanting to make something clear that may not have been clear in the beginning, in the energy of the Five of Swords. Both are in the Five of Swords energy, this mirroring, in this energy of back to back, back and forth. If you slip, you slide, I was hearing. I believe that's a DMX song. Or at least I was hearing the part of the song which says, I'm slipping and falling. And I heard, but you've got to get up. I'm hearing 2 to 4 may be significant. 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years to 4, you know, may be significant, which adds up to 6. Angel number 246 may be significant. Someone's not feeling happy outside, or even hopeful, or restful, or even rejuvenating within the home. There's no substance there, was the energy I was picking up on. Only a foundation, but no walls. I was picking up on there's no personal traces. It's like someone's in a house that's not a home, is the type of energy I was picking up on. Wanting to make a house a home. Fix a broken foundation. But there's a lot of low vibrational energy I was picking up over here in this energy of short illness, which is neither in the reverse nor the upright. In this energy of the Eight of Cups, in this energy of your comfort zone, someone's in deep contemplation whether to, you know, take a chance or to walk away, is what I'm picking up on here. This Emperor, as I was clearing away all the cards, it may not look like that right now, but the Emperor was underneath all of the cards that the last message 4 ended on. You may just be seeing this Emperor, this masculine energy more clearer than you've ever seen them before. Or they're just needing to clear a lot off of their mind, off of them. I was picking up on an energy of darkness being projected onto them, onto you, however that may resonate with you. That's needing to be removed or taken off. Some type of work being done on them, and or you from an infant was the card that was coming through here. Age 18 may be significant. 22 is also here in this energy of a karmic maternal figure, parental figure, may have come to your awareness, you know, by some type of official person. In this energy again of military person 22, picking up on the energy of taking the laws into their own hands, cause the lack of focus, the lack of action, in order to set yourself free, in order to heal from the changes, the fives, the lessons, to get to the blessings. Life is our biggest teacher. In this energy of 10-10, it's up to you. But you're not alone. Pray and set your intentions. And the next page I've got here, that's message 1, so I won't read that. This has definitely been a long intro. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull an overall card going into the message 5.3. But again, I feel like this is coming to an end chapter, you know, the ending of this chapter. Emperor is in the reverse. My whole deck's in the reverse, so I'm going to put the Emperor in the upright. But I pay attention, he still came out in the reverse. I'm hearing angry mama, ground yourself. But this feels more so like angry papa. Ground yourself. I pay attention, this Emperor fell into this energy of the Ten of Pentacles. I won't go into it now, I will come back in again for message 5.3, which I believe is going to be the finale of chapter 19. But again, I'm just going to go with the flow. You know, I always pay attention and follow my inner guidance. But if these messages, these channeled messages have resonated with you in any way, shape or form, and I hope I've been able to articulate it in a way, you know, right now I'm hearing what's understood don't need to be explained, you know. But if they have resonated with you in any way, shape or form, please press the like button, subscribe to the channel. This chapter is coming to a close, and I will ground myself into a new energy. You know, we're coming into the full moon in Taurus, the beaver moon, super moon energy, last super moon that we're going to be having for the year, so it's a big energy. I have done a segment of the three next full moons that we're having, but I know there's more energy. You know, the energy is in momentum right now. So on that note, appreciations to my new subscribers. You know, definitely helping my messages to be heard by those who needed to hear the messages when they're hearing the messages. Divine timing. Definitely helping my channel to grow. So appreciations and love and light to you all.